Hi everyone, welcome to School of Scarlett. I'm so happy to be here with you today. Today I'm actually here at the pickup line, but Spirit came through to me for someone to hear this message, so I decided to go ahead and do this video here now. Now this video is about being pro-life. This video was not meant for this. It wasn't even a video that I was ever going to do. I was driving to my daughter's school. This message came through. And it came through very urgently, so I've decided to go ahead and make this video here now in this short amount of time that I have here. And I'm not prepared for this. I've been running around. I'm in my feed truck picking up feed for the animals right now. So picking up my daughter and then doing that. So I wasn't prepared to make this message, but this message is here. And this message is really coming from a place of having like a vision around being pro-life and explaining that in the sense of some of the things that have occurred here recently. So one of the things that happened today is that a puppy showed up while I was making a video for a parenting program that I'm getting started, and really getting started right now in this focused way where basically all my focus is there right now. And so out of this distraction came this puppy, or, you know, it came kind of to distract me, I guess you could say. I've been so focused on the parenting program that really, you know, it has become kind of almost like an obsession. And it's something that I really love to do, but it's clear to me that it's definitely something that I'm always gravitating to. You know, that's like my obsession at the moment. And so as I was working on this, I was working on various projects around this. I was working outside in my backyard for these things. And all of a sudden, I'm really doing something very good and serious. And I really was proud of myself at the moment. And then all of a sudden, this dog starts nipping at my foot and just tugging at my foot, and then starts like biting me and then scratching my leg. And I notice it's a puppy. I live in the country and weird things happen to me all the time, so I just kind of pet the puppy, but that didn't seem to help. The puppy didn't seem to calm down, so I had to pause the video and shoo the puppy away, and that didn't seem to work. The puppy insisted on staying by my feet. And my dog Blue, if any of you will watch my videos, Blue is my dog who is my outdoor dog. He wasn't anywhere to be found, which I found weird because he's always near me and he is very protective. So I call for Blue and I'm like, Blue, Blue, Blue. And Blue finally comes and he sees the puppy, but he's not threatened. He doesn't care. And I'm asking Blue to take the puppy away so I can continue working. But Blue proceeds to just roll and play with the puppy and roll on his own, but not like with the puppy. It's really strange. I actually captured all of this on video, so if you're interested, you can go watch it. I've recently started this whole parenting thing, so you can watch it on there. But it was just crazy. So basically my whole focus has been shifted away from the parenting program today, and I've just been focused on the puppy and now taking care of the puppy, because I took the puppy out to the yard and I went out to where my neighbors live and trying to find out if that's anybody's puppy, and it's not anybody's puppy. So if you all follow me anywhere else, you know, on any social media or anything, you also know that I have a 2-week-old kitten that we rescued from a storm that happened 2 weeks ago. And so all these animals have just been like coming to me, being attracted, and I'm bottle feeding this baby every couple hours. It's just really become this thing where my whole focus has now been shifted to almost taking care of this baby. The baby cries, you know, all of these things needs time to exercise. It's really become quite a chore, a motherly chore. And so my parenting program has kind of been put on the back burner, not necessarily because I wanted to, but because of life circumstances. And in this case, I'm kind of riding the waves, and that's kind of what I'm talking about here. Sometimes in life, things happen out of the ordinary. A pet appears like this. We find a kitten, a puppy just appears, or our animals give birth, or maybe it's an unexpected pregnancy, or maybe it's an unexpected child that you have to foster or adopt due to the circumstances. But these things happen, or it's a grandchild that you now have to take care of because something happened. But these things really are what is appearing to be an illusion out of our control. Within that timeline, those things are essentially out of our control. They're occurring, and we have to kind of react in a way that's just addressing it. We can't really run away from it. We can, but we have such big hearts that we generally don't do that. So we take care of it. And so that's what I've been doing, is taking care of this baby. And one of the reasons I brought up the whole thing about being pro-life is because a lot of people don't understand why I'm pro-life. I'm not pro-life because of a judgment against someone that has chosen something for themselves. It's more of a celebration of life, and basically the focus that life can shift your focus, and the great gift that can be. So if you please pay attention to what I'm saying here, I really don't mean to make this video to be something controversial, rather be something loving. If it were the case that you find yourself in a situation where you have to choose whether or not to bring a life into this world because it's already on its way and you're not sure whether or not you can take care of it, I'm going to tell you, you can. You can. And as soon as you allow that to be in your reality and embrace that as a reality for yourself, everything begins to shift in a way that supports that, believe it or not. And many of you may click off here and be offended or whatnot, but it's not meant for that. It's really truly meant to help those that are listening. Everything does shift when we begin to believe that there is a way. But most importantly, the reason that I would say to go through with taking care of a child that comes into your life, whether it's a biological child that's coming through your body, or an adopted child, or even a pet or something that comes into your life that you have to take care of in a very mothering way. This is a great gift. Embrace it, because in this activity is a greater gift of showing you that life is greater than you, than who you think you are. And in that, the softening happens of the softening of the self. So you're very attached and identified with being a specific being. But those of us that are parents know that we have to soften quite a bit when we have a child. Our identities loosen. We're not as self-conscious. We begin to see life differently. We begin to shift our priorities. And that all happens from the experience of taking care of another, and taking care of another in an unconditional way, in a way where you're not expecting something in return. You're truly doing it out of the love in your heart. So when I'm taking care of this kitten, it's truly reminding me of taking care of my baby daughter many years ago. Of course, now she's almost 15 years old now. I almost forgot, but she's almost 15 years old. I've been practicing driving and all of these things, so she's on her way. And anyhow, in those times, feeding her and all of these activities were ways that we connected. It's ways that we nurtured and were patient with each other. And so these are the great gifts that can occur when we surrender to life, and in those situations that seem out of our control, truly surrender to them and allow them to be in our lives, and see that it is possible for us to experience those experiences, whether it's having a child or taking care of a pet. You see, we're never going to be in that perfect place. When I first was having my first child, my husband was always wanting to be in that perfect place financially and have the perfect house and all that stuff. You're never going to be in the perfect place, but things will come to you, and you have the ability to allow them to come into your life or to reject them. And I encourage you today to allow those things to come into your life. They wouldn't be coming into your life unless they were meant to come into your life. Allow them to come into your life and show you what they're there for. I love you all.